It is Saturday, March 25th, 2017, and we are currently long JDST, the leveraged inverse ETF on junior gold miners. We own 8,400 shares. We bought it at 1470, and I believe the most important chart to watch next week is going to be the dollar-yen cross. The dollar got pounded recently, and it is having a hard time going below 111, and the fact that we are seeing heightened volatility here tells me that the next move is likely going to be north, and that we need some sort of catalyst for the dollar to go lower. And if we look at UUP and zoom out a little bit, it becomes evident that there is a massive head and shoulders formation here, and all what that is telling us that we just cannot make new highs, right? We tried it here, made that a new high. The next high could not go above the previous high, and now we are approaching these lows again. So I believe odds are we will break that at some point, but I think we need a catalyst for that, and I just don't see it next week. So I believe it is way more likely that we will see some mean reversion, especially in the dollar-yen, and that should be good for JDST and bad for gold. So if we look at what has happened to gold prices the last few months, we see that we almost went back to the highs that we saw in February, but we are having a hard time breaking above 1250. We tried it 3 times, but we couldn't stay there for more than a few minutes or maybe an hour or so. And then we came crashing down. I mean, not crashing down. We pulled back. So I believe since we will next week not talk about the stupid healthcare bill anymore, that the focus will shift towards tax reform. That should be supportive for the dollar. And I believe it is more likely to see a bounce in the dollar, and that should make gold come down. And if we lose 1240, I am looking at 1234 till 1225. To go below 1225, we need something major to happen. I'm not ruling it out, but for now, I don't want to be overly greedy here to ask for 1200. And if we look at GDXJ, here, keep in mind how the gold chart looks when I pull up GDXJ. The relative weakness the last few weeks, I've mentioned it 100 times, is just so evident that I believe miners are just looking for an excuse to sell off. How significant this level is just incredible. Here, the 36 level corresponds to when the sell-off really started to the end of Monday. It's the same price we rallied back to. That was the Monday rally before the Fed meeting, where gold was still hovering around 1200, and for some reason miners decided, hey, let's rally 10%, then pull back 5 or 6 just to rally 10% on Fed day. But that we could not exceed this high here, although gold made higher highs, put on another $30 when GDXJ hit this level. Gold rallied another 30, and we could not exceed that level. That's very worrisome. Now we are back at this critical price point, and if that breaks, I think there could be an avalanche of selling, and it could be something similar like this. So we will be watching closely how dollar-yen behaves on Monday, how gold behaves relative to dollar-yen, and how GDXJ behaves relative to gold. On top of it, we will be watching TLT. Let me zoom out here to show you the bigger picture. TLT has been in the sideways range. Here at the bottom, that is like 260, 265 for the 10-year. And we are approaching the highs again, so I find it likely that TLT will make a turn south again, so that interest rates can go higher, and that would also make sense with the thesis that the dollar is going to bounce. Hopefully all that pans out. We will know more on Monday, and if we make a change to our JDST trade, obviously I will send out a herd alert. If you have any questions, hit me up on StockTwits. My handle is @OptionBob. And if you don't know what a herd alert is yet, just go to sheeponwallstreet.com. I document all my trades there. I post screenshots, track record, and everything. We are not asking for any credit card information yet because we are not charging yet. But I just want to be straight up. This will change at some point, and probably late April or so. We will be charging for our real-time notifications. But until then, it's going to be free. Hope you find it valuable. Any feedback, right? I appreciate it. Bombard me. Hit me up on StockTwits. If there is a technical problem, please send an email to info@sheeponwallstreet.com.